Hey guys, welcome back to Mass Effect. I'm just gonna do like an hour because it's actually, I have about 2 hours before I go to work. So I just really want to get like the squad conversations out of the way and maybe a few side missions. I'm just super excited to get to the ending because the end is so epic. Okay, so anyway, talking.
We haven't had time together since our last chat. A lot was said when we talked.
You seemed decisive then, Lieutenant. Why so hesitant now?
I don't want to distract you too much. The deeper we get into this mess, the bigger it seems. I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Furnace.
I think you'd carry a grudge over the crap you took from Vernus.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
Uh-oh, shit's gonna hit the fan.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed. You know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do. Just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon. Right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
Yeah. Yeah, he just like murdered I guess you could technically say he's part of the military, kind of. I don't know what you would consider Vernus. I forget how you actually pronounce the name. Vernus? I don't know.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. That's funny. I'm not sure which of us got the worst of what happened.
You know, and then you consider a Turian and like how they have all those plates on their necks. Like, wouldn't that take a ton of force to snap their neck? That's insane.
Was Rana all right?
Rana? Yeah, she was fine. We never really, we stopped talking after that.
Aww.
Tell me what happened.
Rana had a gentle heart. She loved everyone. Vernus terrified her. We all protected her from him. Everyone loved her. But after what I did to him, she was terrified of me too. Anyway, this is, I had a point here. Aliens are individuals. Just because one's an ass doesn't mean they all are. So, yeah, I hated that Turian. But he wasn't a Turian to me. He was Vernus.
Now, if only Ashley could have that attitude.
So that's why you're so self-controlled.
I'm no more disciplined than any other biotic, Shepard. This is all ancient history. I'm
Kaidan sound a little scratchy. In the morning when I wake up, that's typically how I am.
You agonize over doing the right thing and never let yourself lose control. Because Rana spurned you after Vernus died.
That's... Alright. Maybe you have a point. Maybe. But I'm okay. You don't have to worry about me. Fully functional human being. And I won't be a burden on you. On the crew.
Kaidan, you're a strong man. Talking about this doesn't make you a whiner, and it doesn't make you immature. It makes you human.
Alright, but it's embarrassing you had to tell me that. You're right. I might need to loosen up a little. I'll try. Glad you'll be here when it's over, Shepard. I'm looking forward to some shore leave.
Shore leave, huh?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. One of my cousins has an agribusiness. I was thinking of calling him. Maybe he can get some shipments into Pharos. I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
You know, and I was just gonna say, I enjoy Kaidan's romance a little
later,
more.
I'd like that.
The second time around, like the first time around, I just didn't see anything special about him. Like, I don't know, but I don't know. I just like him a little more this time around, and I mean, in the first few conversations, he just comes off as kind of protective, and I find that kind of sweet. Then in there, you know, he just kind of feels more human when he, you know, talks about what happened and shows that he's not exactly judgmental. I just like that he's kind of a cool guy. You know what I mean? Okay, anyway. Talking.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Is this like the same damn thing as before? I think it is.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Oh god. I will never hear that the same ever again. Okay, so I think this happens pretty much every time, because there's another time when Liara gets all, whoa, I feel lightheaded. But so
you're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
yes, that's pretty much exactly what I want to do.
I like talking with you, Liara. No matter what the subject.
Then let us talk about you. Are you okay?
I'm not sleeping well. The visions keep me up at night.
I wish there was something I could do to help you. You need to be at your best, Commander. The crew relies on you for leadership. It can be a heavy burden.
I can handle the responsibility of command, but if I don't stop Saren, the entire galaxy gets wiped out.
I'm sorry, Commander. The last thing you need is someone constantly reminding you of how grim things are. Is there anything else you would rather talk about?
Not really.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay, let's go downstairs and talk to the others. I think the conversations are a little shorter now. Except I think Ashley has one more kind of longer conversation. I think what I'm gonna do for the side missions is I'm gonna go do Garrus's side mission, because it is a pretty short one. It really doesn't have much to it, so once I'm done with talking to everyone...
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we will find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on me. Thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate it. Can I ask you something, Commander?
Oh my.
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
You know, I wish he was like this in Mass Effect 2. In Mass Effect 2, he's just so damn worried about his calibrations, he won't talk to you. God!
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him, permanently.
Oh god, you know, every time I talk to Garrus, I just find myself going, you know, I completely agree with him. I'm such a bad person. I shouldn't be agreeing with this.
I'm glad you see it that way. I never had any intention of capturing that bastard. When I see him, he dies.
Good. The Council won't like it, but they can't stop you either. You see, this is why I want to be a Spectre. You never have to worry about bureaucratic idiots making a mess of everything.
Just make sure you're ready when it happens.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Garrus, I love you and your attitude. Time to talk to the bitch.
Commander?
You have a few minutes to talk, one-on-one.
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the First Contact War ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of him.
So, because he surrendered, he's... I mean... Is he just supposed to get everyone killed, or what? Like, I don't like Ashley, but that just doesn't make sense to me that... I mean, if he's brought back in irons, it's kind of almost like saying you committed treason in a way. I mean, there was never a trial, like she said, but it just, like, feels like they felt like he committed treason. I don't get it.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
So, I honestly don't understand why that is an issue of him surrendering, because I would... I mean, is he supposed to sacrifice all the civilians and his men